Hello friends, welcome to this practical course on StatPro software. In this lecture we will solve the warning messages for columns, and in order to do that we will prepare an Excel sheet for column sizing. First of all, open the output file. For columns, the warning message says that the reinforcement percentage exceeds the maximum limit. So you can note down the column numbers, that is column number 1001, then we have column number 1002, 1003, and so on. So for all these columns we need to increase the size of the section. So close the output file and go to select and select beams parallel to Y and click on view selected objects only. Now if you double click on any column, then it should show the design result. If it is not showing the design results, that means that column has failed. So for example, if I double click on this column, then the stat is not showing the design results, that means this column has failed. Similarly, if I double click on this column and the stat is showing me the design results, that means this column has passed. Click on the concrete design. For this column we need to provide 1.608% of reinforcement. Similarly, check other columns as well like this. So double click on this columns, this column has failed. Similarly, double click on this column has also failed. Double click on this has failed. So if you check, then you will find that almost all the bottom columns have been failed, since these bottom columns will carry the heaviest loads. So we need to increase the size of section for these columns. Now one way to solve these warnings is that slowly increase the size of the section and run the analysis, and again check whether these columns have passed or not. There is another method which is basically a Jugadu method to solve these kind of warnings. So let me show you that method first. Activate the side view and select all these bottom columns like this. Now click on the isometric view to confirm the selected columns, and then click on view selected objects only. So these columns will carry the heaviest loads. So now go to the post processing mode. Now click on this left arrow and select only factorial load combinations starting from 201 to 221 and click on this right sided arrow and click on OK. Now click on the reactions option. So these are the reactions for these footing joints. So for this column number 1 or the joint number 1, for each and every load combination the reaction values are shown over here. That is, for load combination 201 the reaction values are shown, that is Fx, Fy, Fz. Similarly, we have Mx, My and Mz. So there are total 26 joints. Now if you click on the summary option, then in the summary option, what the stat will show is that out of all these 26 joints, which footing is carrying the maximum Fx value. So node number 2 is carrying the maximum Fx value, and that value is highlighted over here. Similarly, which footing is carrying the maximum Fy value. Similarly, Fz mx, my and mz, and similarly all the minimum values as well. So in summary, it will compare all these 26 joints and it will show maximum and minimum reaction values. Now click on this envelope option. Now in this envelope, the STAD will show the maximum and minimum reaction values. So for example, for this particular joint number 1, what are the maximum reaction values, and for this same joint number 1, what are the minimum reaction values. So we are interested in these maximum values. So select these maximum values by pressing and holding the control key from the keyboard. Now after selecting all these maximum values, press Ctrl C from the keyboard and open a blank Excel sheet and paste all these values over here. Now let me first delete this second column. Now insert a row above this. So these are my node numbers, these are my fx values, fy, similarly fz values, mx, my and mz values. So what we will do is, we will design all these joints for only axial load. As of now, we are neglecting these biaxial bending moments, that is mx and mz, and we are designing only for the axial load in order to do a preliminary sizing. So for that we need the values of fck and the values of fy. So in our case, we have used M25 grade concrete, so the value of fck is 25 Newton per mm square and the value of fy is 500 Newton per mm square. Let me highlight this with a different color. Now in order to design these columns for axial load, we will use the formula that is given in the code, that is load carrying capacity of the column PU is equal to 0.4 FCK AC plus 0.67 times of Fy times of ASC. So here AC is the area of concrete, ASC is the area of compressional reinforcement. So let's first assume the size of the column. So let me assume the size as, let's say, 300 mm by 300 mm, and we will also assume the percentage of reinforcement as, let's say, 1.5, and based on that we will calculate the load carrying capacity of column, that is PU, which is nothing but 0.4 times of FCK. So FCK is 25, and since for all these joints the FCK value is fixed, so we will use absolute cell referencing in Excel. So you should have some basic knowledge in Excel. So if any value is fixed for all the cells, then we use absolute cell referencing. So in order to do the absolute cell referencing, press F4 from the keyboard. So a dollar sign will appear before this. So now 0.4 times of FCK times of ASC. ASC is nothing but the area of concrete, that is B into D, plus 0.67 times of Fy. So Fy is 500. Again this Fy value is fixed for all these 26 joints. So again we will use the absolute cell referencing. So press F4 from the keyboard. So the formula is 0.67 times of Fy times of ASC. ASC is nothing but area of compressional reinforcement, that is nothing but 1.5 percentage of gross cross sectional dimensions. So 1.5 multiplied by again 300 by 300, and since this 1.5 value is in percentage, so we will divide it by 100 to convert it into decimal value, and this overall value will come out to be in Newton. So let's convert it into kilonewton by multiplying it by 10 to the power of minus 3, and press enter. So this 300 mm by 300 mm size of the column can carry an axial load of 1352.25 kilonewton. However, we need a load carrying capacity which is more than this value, that is 2072.47. So we need to increase the size of the section. So let's say we are assuming 375 by 375. So now this value is satisfied. Now let's apply the conditional formatting as well. So it will be easy for us to identify whether the section has passed or not. So select this cell and click on conditional formatting and select highlight cell rules which are less than. Now if this cell is less than this Fy value, then it should highlight it with a different color. Remove this absolute referencing sign and press OK. So instead of 375 by 375, if I let's say decrease it to 300 by 375, then the Excel is showing it with a different color. So this means that we need to increase the size of the section. So let's keep 375 by 375. So we will apply the similar procedure for other joints as well. Now select all these cells like this and drag it to the bottom. So now try to increase the size of the section in order to pass the section. So this is how you will prepare the Excel sheet for preliminary column sizing. You can download this Excel sheet from the description below, and if you find this content to be helpful, then you can like, share and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any future update for this practical course. See you in the next video.